The light body is composed of the light of the central Sunday within each of the galaxies is a central sun that acts as the transmitter of the divine mind within the galactic multiverse. The central sun is the trans-dimensional portal within each galaxy that interconnects all galaxies and dimensions of life therein to the pulsing heartbeat of the grand central sun from whence the primacy of sound and light arise. It is the integrative nexus between the physical and spiritual planes, and thus, the central sun is the quantum sum of all suns within the galaxy, and this quantum light lives within the human instrument as its light body. In a very real sense, we are all born from this sound and light of the grand central sun, and it is to this pulsing, rhythmic heartbeat that we are all entrained to varying degrees. It is this entrainment that re-establishes our alignment to the grand expansion and restores our access to the higher intelligence where we become the willing impulse of divine will. The light body is the seer of reality within the individual identity. It is the wholeness navigator that detects the frequencies of fifth-dimensional essence in the lower dimensions of matter, time, and space. It is the bearer of alignment to the plan of the One Creator. It is the portal of guidance within the one who is separated from unity by the veils of illusion. It is the voice within the void that calls to your mind and heart, beckoning its recognition and restoration as your true identity and that of all others as well. It is the connection between the heart and mind that allows for true creation to occur. It is the telepathic portal that hears and sees the divine intelligence and then activates its expression within the lower realms by mere presence. The light body is the core of consciousness, and this interior core is shifting. In your world it is shifting back to your heart. But its nucleus home is now between the heart and throat, known as the thymus, or the heart's crown. We will speak of it as the rising heart. The rising heart is located on two axes or fields of vibration. The first is the horizontal axis, which is the field of planets. The second is the vertical axis, which is the field of central Sunday. On the planetary axis, there is the material being or human instrument, composed of the sheaths that protect and sustain the light body, the physical, emotional, and mental sheaths of the third and fourth dimensional matrix. This axis represents the planet meeting your light body. It is the axis of grounding and anchoring the light body to the planet and the physical beings upon her. On the central sun axis there are the descending and ascending streams of energy that connect your light body to its source, the central Sunday. It is from this connection that the grand awakening of physical beings occurs and the divine current is felt tugging on your human instrument, calling it to activation and awakening its will to become a vehicle for the light body. The light body is the zygote of consciousness formed by the union of divine light and sound. It is born radiant, pure, intelligent and life-sustaining. The light body listens to both your thoughtscape and feelingscape, adjusting its radiance in accordance to its perceptions. Thus, the light body reacts to the lower dimensional matrix, and in this way is influenced by the individual's level of coherence, intelligent expression, creative insight, and higher mind intuition. As the core of consciousness shifts to the new axis of the rising heart, the internal coherence of the individual becomes the amplifier of the light body's radiance in the world of form. This internal coherence is heightened when the thoughtscape and feelingscape of the individual are aligned and flowing in the river of divine will. It is then that the light body can truly step forward and radiate its purpose on the planetary level. The radiant and intelligent expression of the light body en masse is the true meaning of life in the planetary axis because it is the action of collective intelligence that enables the planned and unplanned evolutionary paths to converge and empower the planetary shifts that enable dimensional ascension for all who are prepared. This increase in the expression of light and love within the planetary sphere opens the grand portal, which is the gateway for the planet to access the fifth-dimensional matrix of pure, connective energy, which is, in essence, divine love intelligence. As the children of light begin to activate their light bodies while living within a human instrument, they will sense the presence of their electromagnetic field as it becomes enmeshed with their every breath. The breath washes over the rising heart in both the in-breath and out-breath. When breathing in, the energy symbolically descends from the central sun and flows through the crown chakra, settling at the solar plexus just below the heart. There, it sparkles in the golden light of your signature tone. When breathing out, the energy is released from the solar plexus up to the planetary axis at the height of the thymus or rising heart, and then radiates outward with dominance to the horizontal plane. In this time of the grand awakening, the light body is becoming centered at the rising heart because the mind, where it has been centered for thousands of years, is enmeshed in static and distortions that confound the light body's ability to fully radiate its energetic field upon the planetary grid and fulfill its purpose. The intersection of the two axes, planetary and central sun, is the activation point of the individual. The integration of breath and imagination is the most efficient method through which this activation can occur and be sustained within the human instrument. The breath of the rising heart is the practice of breathing from the central sun and expressing this breath energy into the planetary grid. It is the method of activation taught on all planets for those aligned to the plan of expansion into the lands unknown. When you read these words, you will understand intuitively, for you know well the mysterious purpose that stirs you awake and compels you to action. The breath of soul is directed by the light body whose seat of intelligence resides at the point of the rising heart. You can imagine this as a portal within the body that receives the electromagnetic field of light from the central sun through the in-breath, and directs it to the solar plexus, and on the out-breath, channels it across the planetary axis as a way of grounding the energy within the field of third-dimensional beings. It is this grounding of the energy, directed by the light body, infused with the internal coherence of the human instrument, that enables the human emotional field to build the collective heart and connected mind that enables the planet to step through higher dimensional barriers with relative ease and grace. This is a time of action, and the action is to activate your light body to its purposeful role within your human instrument, and to share its higher light frequencies to the human emotional field. This activity regrids the collective heart and connective mind to the emerging culture of the one, unified planet moving in the upward spiral of the seven-dimensional hypersphere in which all beings within its quantum and space-time presence are unified with the planet, and the planet with the central Sunday. In this future time, beings will be galactic citizens, and they will commune with other intergalactic citizens and see the universe as they now see the planet. Each of you who embody the light of the central sun, and not only carry it with you, but purposefully radiate it through your actions of intelligent love and the virtuous heart, you are builders of this future time, and your actions will be acknowledged with its direct experience. The breath through the rising heart is an activator of your light body. Internal coherence within your human instrument is the sustaining and evolving force of this activation, independent of the travails that befall you or the human family. You can generate this internal coherence through the practice of breathing through the rising heart and expressing the radiant beauty of the higher light through the virtues of the heart, the intelligence of the higher mind, and the ascendant beauty of the spirit we all share. When the breath of soul radiates outward on the planetary axis of the individual, it takes on the signature field of that individual. This signature is like a carrier wave to the original signal from the central sun, and it is this carrier wave that is the key factor that enables the rays of the central sun to cut through the static and distortions of the planet's electromagnetic fields. There are many competing currents and conflicts within the planetary realm before its entrance into the higher dimensions of the etheric plane. These currents pull you, push you, and deliver you to shores of indeterminacy and questionable value.